Look at his ears. Hello. Anyway.
I forgot where we even were now.
I don't know. I keep looking at this movie because, it's only the 100th time that I've seen it. I have watched this movie a lot. There's nothing on!
It's funny how you can have 700 channels on
It's
cable.
not just channels. It's 700 showtimes. Equal HBOs. And they all play
and
the same
Skinamax.
shit. They play the same shit.
They do.
We went for a good period of time. It was like 2 years we went without cable because we were like, okay, no.
Well, it was right after you got sick and we had to do some streamlining.
Yeah, so we decided to do Netflix and Amazon Prime. And, I had a place where I could get new release movies, which is gone now. But anyway, movies that were in the theaters. But, we got cable back. And I swear to God, I am not even kidding. Some of the shit that is on these channels right now are movies that were on them when we first got our cable back. And how long have we had cable back now?
Oh, going on 2 years.
There you go.
Yeah.
It needs a little freshen up.
Yes.
Because there are certain movies I can watch over and over and over. And that doesn't bother me. The one that's on our TV right now is a prime example. I will watch this movie whenever it's on and nothing else that interests me is on. But this is a great movie. So I'll watch it all the time.
Well, there are certain ones that, when I'm flipping through the channels, I'll be like, ooh, Independence Day. I'll watch that again.
That's another one.
Yeah,
That's another one.
Yeah. But that's like iconic now. I'm so glad they're coming out with a new one. Yay. But, it's just funny how, you sit there and you'll flip through the channels and you'll see the same, they've got okay, HBO comes up first on our cable. All right. So you're flipping through and you see it's on 4 different HBO channels at the same time. It's like, why do we have all these?
Right.
Oh, wait. So they can charge you $200 a month for cable. That's why.
What's going on with this?
I don't know.
What are you doing? That was a little weird.
That
was weird.
Dog looked like he was having a
little
spaz attack there.
What? Lay down, Pugsley. You're making me nervous, man. Yeah, no. But I don't understand the point in having all the same movies playing on all the channels. I mean, what is the purpose of having them all? And if the movies are all on at the same time, it's not even convenient.
Yeah.
Where, it's on right now. It'll be, remember back in the day?
East and West.
Yes. Mm-hmm. When you could, this is on and I know it's going to be on at this time.
3 hours from now or whatever, yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't even do that. So what is the purpose?
There are a couple West channels that are in there. But, but the same movie will be playing on 4, at least 3, sometimes 4 different channels. It's like, hey, I have an idea. Why don't you play more movies instead of just playing the same 3 movies?
Do you remember last night when I ran across Spanglish?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because, late at night, Skinamax there, they've got the adult programming. Mm-hmm.
I'm cruising through.
Yeah.
And I'm all,
TV guy.
I'm like half asleep. We're just laying here and I'm all,
like,
babe, is that porn?
I look at it and I'm like, Spanglish.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
I'm like, babe, yes, that would be.
But that was only on one channel now, wasn't it? That wasn't on 4 different channels.
2. As we were cruising through, it was on 2 different ones, yeah.
Was it in the Latin version too?
It might have been.
That would have, we should have jumped on that because that would have been funny. That would have been hilarious to watch Spanglish.
Oh my gosh. Well, come on. It's not going to be like Adam Sandler and What's-Her-Face.
Yes, it would.
No, come on.
Dude.
It'll be loosely based on maybe the same kind of.
Well, yeah, it's not going to be them, but they're going to.
Well, I don't mean it like that. I'm saying it'll be a completely like different movie because it's not like it's some high level of acting going on because you know what you're tuning in for. You're not tuning in to watch some extremely intense dialogue. Nah.
Why do they always try to have a story in porn? Dude, I'm not even kidding. I don't understand that because I go
They're
to
trying
watch...
to validate their work, I think, or something. You know.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, because people are turning in for that.
We're actors.
Acting. Here's the thing.
No, not really.
When I go to find a movie, and I'm very anal retentive about my movie. What the hell was that?
You said anal and we're talking about porn.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Anyway. Yeah, anyway. What the hell was I saying now, you ass? You made me forget.
We're talking about being anal retentive about something.
Oh yeah, about movies. This happens to me sometimes. And like I'll watch trailers. Like I'll go on demand and I'll watch trailers for these movies, or I'll go on Netflix because we still have that.
Or YouTube.
And within 10 seconds, I shit you not, I will know if it's something that I will watch.
Mm-hmm.
Because I cannot handle bad acting. I cannot handle.
And this is queen of the B horror flicks now too because of that. So.
Yeah. And I like a lot of independent. You know, those are cool too.
Yep.
But the acting in the porns, just don't do it, porn people. You can't act. Just don't do it. Just all people are.
I forget what the adult film awards are called, but they actually give
the
out
Woodies, aren't they?
Oh, maybe it might be the Woodies.
I don't know. I'm not a porn connoisseur.
No.
So I'm not all into that. So I'm not gonna say I've never watched porn. I have seen porn.
She's like, thank you very much.
It's what it is. What it is.
Right. I just find it funny that it's like, and that's not the first time that I've seen a spin-off of a title of a popular movie.
I always do that.
Yeah, there's a ton of them. Like that's the only one I can think of right off the bat right now. I know there are others, but yeah.
Number 2.
I just find the whole thing funny. It's like, why can't you just put more movies on instead of it being like 14 of the same kind? I realize that's a stretch, but
I mean, there's a lot of movies out there
that they could be playing.
Here's
the other one that gets me is if you're gonna have let's say you're gonna have The Amazing Spider-Man 2 as one of your repertoire of movies. Why wouldn't you put The Amazing Spider-Man in there too?
Oh,
so
I know.
People can watch them together.
Yeah, they don't do that.
Together.
They don't do that.
No.
The really old shit they do, like the Friday the 13th. I noticed last night when we started to watch Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Part 2 wasn't on there.
No. There were a couple of them that were
It
missing.
went Friday the 13th, and then it jumped to 4.
I thought...
No, it jumped to 4.
Oh, there was 3, wasn't there either?
Nuh-uh.
Which was awful.
It was awful. That was 3. That was 3D.
The 3D one,
Yeah. But why did they do that? Especially if you're gonna have a part 2 playing, you have to have the first one available.
Well, yeah. Why? But yeah. Why? And why would you do that? Skip 1 and then have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Why would you not have 2 and 3 on there?
Yeah, it's not.
It doesn't make any friggin' sense. It's just dumb.
Yeah.
It's dumb. But that's the one that gets me. Like, okay, say I wanted to try to maybe get into, what was it? Divergent was the first one, and then I think Insurgent was the second one. Why would I want to watch the second one without seeing the first one first?
Well, yeah, because I haven't seen them, but I'm gonna guess. Yeah, you would have to see the first one in order to understand the second one.
Right. It's not like you'd watch the last chapter of the Hunger Games without watched the first 3.
I don't know if they just assume that you've seen the first one though.
Maybe But still, if you're going to put it on demand, especially if it's not a brand new movie, if it's a brand new movie, that's different. Okay, it's just, well, it's there. But for older movies, why wouldn't you have like all parts?
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
just friggin' idiotic to me.
It is.
It
is stupid. It's frustrating. I don't understand the reasoning behind any of that.
I just find it dumb. It's like, it's dumb.
It is dumb.
Dumb.
I think we've established that it's dumb.
The level of dumb is high.
Yeah.
Yeah. Way, way dumb.
This dog is looking for a reason to bark at something.
Oh, absolutely. Look at him. He's like on point.
What is he even staring at?
He's on point.
He was seriously drifting off. Yeah, that's my dog. Just like me. What?
You two do have a very unhealthy attachment. You do.
He's my boy.
I understand that. I know. I get it.
He's my boy. Should have named him Blue. You're my boy, Blue.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Well, anything else chaffed in your ass today?
No.
Nothing? You got nothing?
Not really. I want spring to actually be spring, but other than that...
You want spring to be sprung?
Yes. I would like spring to be to spring.
We are some tough mofos up here.
I agree.
We are. We are some tough mofos up here. We're looking at shit going down south, like my brother, when he was in the service, my oldest brother, he would call my mother laughing hysterically from like Tennessee, Kentucky. Be like, Mom, they closed down the schools here. There's not even an inch. Mm-hmm. Not even an inch. We could legitimately, most people up here can be 3 sheets to the wind, freaking blizzard, and still make it home. And texting with one hand, beer in the other, driving with their elbow or their knee.
Not condoning. Thank you.
Don't do that. That's bad. I'm just saying, we are talented people up here.
True.
And we go through all these different, weather changes. Mm-hmm. And, we can... When we moved to Florida, people thought we were nuts. They're all with sweatshirts and stuff on.
Sweatshirts? If it got down below 50, they had like... like the NFL parkas, the down coats that you could put on. They'd all be walking around in like their Miami Dolphins or Jacksonville Jaguars, like parkas, down coats.
I'm talking about when we went down to visit. This was before we moved down there. Yeah, we went down to visit, and your sister was freaking out because the kids were just having a heyday swimming in the pool in the backyard.
Yeah,
and she was absolutely freezing. We get down there, we're like, gosh, it's hot. It's just,
this is great.
It is. It's like 70. When you come from like 30 degrees or lower,
it's like 60,
and it's like 65, 70, you're like, damn, that's awesome.
Let's go swimming.
Let's go swimming. That is the way a Yooper.
Where's the water park?
Exactly. We can do it. We are.
They're all looking at us like we are completely out of our minds.
Oh yeah.
And then when we were living down there, it's like January, and it would get down to like, it'd get down in the 30s overnight for like a week.
Yeah, we'd have frost. So, very rarely
like a couple
freeze.
Of days.
Yeah, in the mornings only.
But it would get up to like 50 during the day. This is in January.
Yeah.
And people are walking around seriously in like heavy coats.
And we're walking around in t-shirts.
And we're walking around, maybe a hoodie and shorts still. And they're looking at us like we're nuts. Like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I'm from Michigan. Oh.
Yeah.
That's the end of the discussion right there.
Not below the bridge, Michigan. Because even they don't get the weather that we get up here.
No. We're damn near Canada, Michigan.
We are the tough Michigan people.
Yeah.
Please don't do the Yooper accent. Oh, dear God, I hate that. And I never realized any of y'all that have moved away from home and have come back to visit after a period of time probably will have noticed that Yooper drawl. I could have it right now. I don't fucking know. But you don't. I came home. My parents were going to come and visit for like a month. So me and our youngest son, Lane, got on a plane. We flew up here, and then we were going to drive back down with Mom and Dad. Well, I'm sitting at my parents' house, and the news guy's on, the TV6 news guy, okay? And I could already hear it in his voice. And I'm all, holy shit. That's why people, when I was working at the hospital down there, me and my friend Jill, they kept going, are you guys from Canada? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? We're from Canada. I'm like, I ain't got no accent. And so I heard it a little with him. And then the weather guy came up. But I'm listening to him and I'm looking at my mom. She's just listening. I'm looking at him. I'm looking at her. I'm like, do you hear that? And she's like, what? I'm like, how can you not hear that Yooper drawl? How can you not hear that super Canadian?
Super Canadian.
Seriously, it was so bad. And then I really did come to the realization that this is what we sound like. And I have a friend that moved to Connecticut right after high school. She went to be a nanny. And I had called her one time. And if you're watching this, hi Cheryl. And I remember one time I called her and I left a message on the answering machine. And she called me back and she said that her husband, which was I think at her boyfriend at the time, I don't think they were married yet, but anyway, and his friend kept rewinding my message to listen to my accent. And I'm like, what do you mean my accent? And she's like, oh, we have accents. You just don't realize it until you've been away from it for a while.
So do they up in the Northeast.
But everybody does, you know? But I'm talking about, Yooper alum. Have you noticed that? Have you moved away and then come back up here and went, holy crap, is that what I sounded like? I had to watch everything I said when I moved down to Florida. I had to change the way I pronounce things. That's why I say soda now. You get your ass beat down south, you call it pop.
Oh, yeah, they hate that, man.
I mean,
hate it. And everything is Coke.
Yeah, that's the other thing. That
Orange
freaked
Coke,
me out.
Vanilla Coke, root beer Coke.
I was at one of the fast food restaurants. And I was behind somebody, and the lady, she was taking his order, and she said, what kind of Coke you want? And I'm like, okay, at first I thought, cherry Coke, Diet Coke, whatever. And he's like, I'll take a whatever, root beer Coke. And I'm like, they make that now? Then I realized that not only do they call it soda, but everything's a Coke.
Yeah.
When they're referring to soda in general.
Oh, yeah.
And I was so confused.
It took a while to get used to it.
It did. I was so confused by these people. It's just, you don't realize the culture shock.
Oh, yeah.
That there is,